Hey everybody, Tackle Tuesday. Got 3 things I want to cover with you today, and it primarily revolves around hooks on 3 different baits. Now these are just tips and suggestions, you don't have to take it, but this is my take on things I've learned and I want to help you so you can be more productive on the water. My first subject would be rattle traps and crankbaits. Now what I do is I always, whenever I buy a new crankbait or rattle trap, I always replace the hooks. As you can see, the stock hooks on this one are pretty small. I hate that. I feel like it's just, I don't know, I hate small hooks on the back of my rattle traps. Now this one's right size, just replace that. I replaced them with Mustad triple grips. I'm not very biased on one company because I'm not sponsored by any hook company. So yeah, I go with Mustad triple grips. They're really sharp, really strong, and they're really efficient. That's what I'd go for on all my crankbaits and topwaters. Now, yeah, just replace that. Make sure when you look at them, if they're rusted or they're getting dull on your favorite rattle trap, replace them out, guys. It's going to make a big difference. I know most of you know this, but it's a bait you've been using 6-7 months. Replace it. I mean, it's going to make a big difference. I know it takes time, but middle of the night, the night before a tournament, just start playing with your stuff. Make sure all your stuff's ready to go. Replace those hooks on it. It's going to make a big difference in your tournament. I bet you'll see it too. So, I mean, you could have that 6, 7, 8 pounder on, and it's only on one of those hooks, the ones that you've been keep pressing down on the deck to straighten it out, and it pulls loose. You're going to get mad. So, yeah, just replace those hooks, and you'll be good to go on your crankbaits. Also, on square bills, don't change the sizes on them very much. I've learned that it will affect how it wobbles and how it rides in the water. So just kind of go with the same size stock hooks, and you'll be good to go. So the next one I was going to talk to you about is a spinnerbait. There's a few things you can do on a spinnerbait before a tournament for preparation. Is what I do is I'll follow down this point on this hook. I mean, you can't replace the hook, so of course you want to keep that nice and pointy. Make sure you got a trailer hook on the back. I mean, that's going to make a big difference too. Replace this skirt out if it's getting a little bit torn up, or shorten it up. Whatever your comfort zone is, do it. And also make sure to check your blades. I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but corroded blades, I mean, they kind of affect the way it looks in the water. That one's pretty bad. These are just some baits I grabbed out of my room that have been here a while. Take sandpaper and just clean that out or whatever. I mean, once you get all that taken care of, be good to go. Especially your confidence baits, guys. Make sure that your confidence baits are good to go. Check the hooks on them. It's going to make a big difference. You're going to be throwing that if you're throwing your confidence bait most of the day, then that's what you're most likely to get bit on. So make sure you take care of that stuff. The next one up is topwaters. Any kind of topwater. This one's a devil's horse. Make sure you replace the stock hooks. They're always garbage hooks on the devil's horses. I mean, they're really not good hooks at all. Same thing, I use Mustad triple grips. Make sure you get the right sizes. These ones are all broken out and everything. This one's just easy. You just twist it on the back and you can take that hook out. But pretty simple stuff. Topwater's really big too, kind of like the crankbaits. I mean, it feels like you think that the more hooks, the easier it is to catch. You'll lose a lot of fish on crankbaits and stuff because sometimes the hooks are so sharp, they'll come out so easy. But make sure they're sharp, and make sure that they're strong hooks, that they don't bend and move a lot. Make sure they're not rusted. Just check that stuff, guys. Split rings too. Topwaters do the same thing you do for the crankbaits, but square bills too. But same stock hooks. But anyways, guys, that's just some simple techniques that I just do before a tournament. I make sure ahead of time my crankbaits are all lined up, my spinnerbaits all sharpened up, and everything's good to go, so you'll be good to go in the tournament. Now, we got a contest going before I let you go. Bass Pro gift card, $25 gift card. Comment below. Make sure you've already subscribed me. Bass Pro, and you'll be entered in for it. Also, go to my Facebook page and comment on there if you want in on it. Comment Bass Pro, and we'll get you taken care of, guys. And as always, tight lines.
This is really how we live.